Welcome everybody to another Tree Talk episode, and we got a treat for you today. In the Treehouse we have a musical duo from Suffolk, F&M. Freddie, Miles and Maddie Venn.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Treehouse, you two.
Thank you.
And you're going to be doing some music for us today, aren't you? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes, good. And we were talking just briefly beforehand. This is obviously acoustic today in the Treehouse. We haven't got any amplification. How are you with acoustics, Fred?
Not too bad. My voice is quite loud, so I'm all right with it. But Maddie has a quieter voice, so we have to sort of.
Okay.
It's
Level it.
interesting.
Yeah.
When we do it, because
but it's good practice, isn't it?
yeah.
Sort
I think
of
it's
playing acoustically, because it does teach you how to adjust your levels as much as you can.
Yeah, we used to rehearse acoustically, but then obviously because now we go out and I don't rely on.
Now you've gone up in the world.
I don't rely on other people's sound equipment. I now have own PA system, so we use that normally. But.
Good. So tell the viewers at home where we are at the moment. So what do you actually do? So you're a duo.
Yeah, music.
Acoustic duo, but you go out with a PA.
Yeah, I would say. Well, I play acoustic guitar.
Okay. Yeah.
In it, I am an electric player as well.
Yeah.
But I play acoustically, so I would say we are an acoustic duo.
Yeah.
And we've done a few gigs. We started by sort of doing open mic nights. I don't know whether anyone will know, but the Ship at Blacksall was sort of the first open mic night we did. That was a couple of years ago now.
Okay, so you started off, both of you going out at open mics.
Yeah, I've been doing open mic nights since since I was 9 or 10. And
yeah, can we rewind back a little bit further, Fred? Because I've known you a long time, haven't I? I've known you both all your lives, really. But see more of you, Fred, because obviously Di and I are closer friends than Maddie's mum. But where did it all start for you musically?
My father, really.
So Dad.
Yeah. He
was in a band, wasn't he, or bands?
He was in a band, couple of bands when he was sort of in the 60s.
Yeah.
One of them was the Dedicated Men. They were a sort of jug skiffle band.
Yeah.
He was also in a band called Spider. That was a sort of jazzy sort of band.
Okay. Yeah.
He's a guitarist.
Yeah.
And his influences. He really likes people like Blind Blake and people like that. Robert Johnson, and so acoustic blues, 30s blues. So obviously I grew up listening to that, and people like Jimmy Rogers, and the Carter Family, and then when I was slightly older, I discovered the Chicago blues, so like the electric blues, the sort of Muddy Waters, Clapton. All that those sort of people. But
and didn't you do music at school?
I did.
How did that help you, do you think?
Well, it obviously it helps. I mean, I did grade 2 singing, so that sort of taught me to. I had a few singing lessons, but I didn't really focus on that. But I've had guitar lessons since.
Okay. And I seem to remember when we used to come round yours in the summer times when you were at Glenham.
We lived at Blacksall.
Oh, Blacksall, sorry, yeah. And there was always a drum kit.
Yeah,
numerous guitars laying around, and various sort of variations on the theme, percussion instruments.
Yes, I got my first guitar when I was 3.
Okay.
My dad just walked in one night and said, "Oh, here's a guitar," and it was a little gut string nylon.
Give us a tune.
Yeah. Well,
3 years old, give us a tune, Fred.
He tuned it to open E, and sort of said, "Here you go, look, I'll show you that." And he showed me where I could get the sort of main chords for open E, which are E, A, and B, aren't they? And but then, and he taught me things like Louie Louie and things like that. But then he realised that actually I had better rhythm, because we then tuned it to standard tuning, and I couldn't really get the chords.
Right.
And I had better rhythm, so he said, "Why don't you try drums?" So, at the age of 5, I got my first drum set, which I still have. First full-size 5-piece kit. And obviously I've done various upgrades to it, but I still have it. And a friend of ours, Carl Knights, who has a studio, but he was a drummer, and he started teaching me drums. So I've been doing that.
So your whole life up until now has been really
revolved around
music. Brilliant. Yeah. Now, Maddie, what about you? Can you top that?
Probably not. way off that. Let's just say I wasn't good at singing when I was younger.
But did you like performing though?
Yeah, I've always liked being on stage, performing. I've always
entertaining
liked it.
people.
Yeah, I've always liked singing. Just wasn't that good at it when I was younger. But I think as I got older, I definitely progressed.
If Maddie could be in the spotlight, she would be.
Okay, well, she's in the spotlight today. She's bang in the middle of us. She's right centre stage today. Okay, so because I can remember coming round yours a few times when you were tiny and you doing these dancing performances and all this, and you didn't have any qualms about getting up and performing.
I'd like to just say the Christmas shows were very unfair, because I was the one that was always killed off.
Oh, what do you mean, you weren't Rudolph or
I was the one, because they were jealous, I think. I was the one that they got rid of, so they could be in the spotlight.
Banished.
Yeah.
Banished to the stable. Right, okay. Well, now we're in the treehouse, and you're going to do some songs for us, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
These men I've been seeing, baby, got this all up on the shelf. You know they can never love me when they can't even love themselves. And I need someone to love me, someone to really understand. Who won't put himself above me, who just loves me like a man. Never seen such losers, darling, not until I tried to find a man who could take me home instead of taking me for a ride. And I need someone to love me, and darling, I know you can. Believe me when I tell you can love me like a man. These men want me to rock them like my back ain't got no bone. I want a man who can rock me like my backbone was his own. And darling, I know you can. Don't you put yourself above me, you just love me like a man. Come home sad and lonely, feel like I wanna cry. I want a man who can hold me close and not some fool to ask me why. And I need someone to love me. I know you can. Believe me when I tell you can love me like a man.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Very good, you two. Okay. Anyway, so Maddie, okay, so you've always really enjoyed sort of prancing around on stage.
Yeah.
If you want to call it.
So when did the singing begin? When did you really begin to enjoy and start singing?
Well, I've always enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I think, because obviously I quite like doing musicals at school and stuff, and I
Right.
did one in year 11, and I think that kind of triggered the idea that I like singing, and I actually maybe have improved since I was younger. And then I think I recorded something on Mum's phone, and Freddie heard it, and then
Rosie, she played this to me and said, look, and I said, well, actually, her voice isn't half bad.
and then and then that's kind of when we started, like, we got together and went through some songs, and then we thought, oh, we'll do an open mic and see how it goes, didn't we?
Yeah, because
And then-
obviously I knew the open mic
Yeah.
scene and
you
stuff.
had connections, Fred.
Well, I thought
connections.
I know where I started, so why not get her to start in the same place?
So you took her under your wing.
I did, in a way. Yeah.
Well, I think. Are you glad you did?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I think, like, I was on the way here this morning. I was booking another gig, so
Were you?
Yeah.
What, you in
in the car
was
booking
that
another gig?
feet up on the dashboard of the limo?
Yeah. How did you know?
With a glass of champagne by the side,
Thinking,
lovely.
we can have some more of that and some more of this.
Because I have to say, I mean, with all these cameras, and there's a lot of cameras around today, you've been very sort of relaxed, and there's been I don't get the feeling that you're nervous. And you've been quite, you're quite at ease. Do you feel at ease?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I do.
I mean, you say you get nervous, but I don't.
Yeah,
think
I always
you do.
feel like, no, I definitely do. Before we do a gig, I always get really nervous before. But I always do.
Yeah, I think it would be a bit strange if you didn't really.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
I think so.
you
I
need
get
a bit of
nervous.
nerves. You need to be you need to be alert and aware, and that adrenaline that gives you those nerves. As long as you can control them, I think that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. That's why we always go off with like a song we know, like a good song
Yeah.
to start with.
Yeah.
And that calms your nerves.
Yeah.
Either that, or she turns to me at the end of the gig and goes, "Can you do one to finish?"
Yeah, but by that time, you've pretty much into it.
Oh,
and
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, has there ever been a time for either of you when you've had stage fright and you just haven't? Fred, can you remember a time? Probably quite a long time ago, wasn't it? Because you've been doing it for a while now.
I think I psych myself up the sort of evening before, but yeah.
Do you?
Well,
The
not
whole evening
not
before?
the evening before, but the sort of during the day of the gig.
Okay,
So
yeah.
in the morning, I get up and I know I've got a gig.
Yeah.
But the night before, we will have rehearsed
Yeah.
the week up to it, like, quite solidly. And
Yeah.
the night before, I'll just go off and do something completely different.
Yeah.
I won't do anything with the music or anything.
Yeah, because you've done all your prep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we rehearse any more, it could...
It just goes
yeah,
over. You
it
just
does.
boil over, don't you?
Yeah, there
I
is...
know what you
They
mean.
say that you... And I think it is quite true that you can over-rehearse or over-revise or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, it can be overdone. So you've got to leave it a bit raw for the gig,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I think it's slightly better if you... Oh, that went a bit wrong, but actually it's...
We'll try a bit harder with the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you sort of challenge yourself to improve on what you've just done.
That
and
is a
you,
very good
you
point.
bounce
Very
off
good point.
you bounce off the audience as well.
Yeah.
And the last gig we did was at Bedfield, the Bedfield Crown in sort of in Bedfield, which is Woodbridgey way.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, it was packed.
Yeah.
So it's like you walk in and you think, actually, there's an atmosphere.
Yeah.
And even throughout, you can, like, because obviously Mum or Dive like videos it,
Yeah.
and you can see from when we first started to like now how much our confidence has grown.
Yeah.
Which is really good, obviously, because you need
Yeah.
obviously more confidence.
Absolutely, yeah. And don't you find that, like you say, you can feel that it helps if there's already a buzz and an atmosphere in a pub, if it's already...
God,
Yeah,
already-
definitely.
But also, don't you feel a responsibility to actually project out and actually create that
Yeah,
atmosphere
you've got to
yourself?
keep the...
Yeah.
The people come...
And bring it up even.
The people come and they're there, but you've got to keep them there. You've got to keep them interested.
Engage.
Yes,
with them.
you do. And I think when I perform, I sort of keep myself to myself. I need to practice on the sort of engaging with the audience.
Talking to them.
Yeah, I think that's the bit that I struggle with. I don't know whether you do as well.
Yeah, I always get nervous for the talking bits.
But
because I'm like, oh.
I think that's probably the hardest. If you're kind of quite comfortable with what you're doing musically, but you do find that there are like little pauses in between where you might have to change guitar or whatever.
Yeah, I do play a few
then
different
that
guitars.
is when the audience are expecting to be. You need to
keep
chat
them
to them, don't you?
engaged,
To fill in those gaps. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think that's something that comes with experience and confidence as well.
And also, if you get to know your audience, because you will get the people that keep coming back.
Yeah, the followers.
Exactly.
The fans.
The fans,
Fred. What are you going to do about all these fans when they... I mean, because that's another thing I wanted to ask you both. You do a cover set, so it's all other people's music.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Have you thought about writing your own stuff?
Well, Fred does
I
his.
write a few songs, but I wouldn't say they're sort of a star.
But they are good. Like, you perform them in our set list. And
Yeah,
people love
they
them.
are in the set list, yeah. And
Excellent.
songs.
And do you sing them as well, Maddie?
No, I don't.
they're bluesy ones,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, but you've got a nice bluesy voice.
You have.
That Bonnie Ray song
You have.
was brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
Got a lovely, lovely bluesy voice, and that I think as well. That's diversity.
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it? If you can do all different
Definitely.
styles, and which obviously you do, and it's easy to do when you're doing other people's because you can pick, that person and that band and that person. But when you're doing your art, to bring your own stuff in as well. And you never know where that's going to go, do you?
Well, you can see when in our set, you can see the different influences.
Yeah.
Maddie's very sort of Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
She likes Ed Sheeran.
I like Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran's
Love Ed Sheeran.
He's
I love his
good,
songs.
but
I
he's
feel
Ed Sheeran, isn't he? You can't really do anything else to him. Like, you can't improve on that. That's him. And
he's been doing it since he's been out there on the stage since he was 17.
yeah,
Fred.
he was my
At
age
that
when he
standard,
started. Yeah,
at that standard.
yeah.
Yeah, but no, I know what you mean. He's
lucky, isn't
he's
he?
He's carved out a niche for himself, and
Yes,
that's
he has.
him.
And he writes for other people.
And he's
Does
very
he really?
individual.
He does,
isn't
yeah.
he?
Does he?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't remember off the
His,
top of my head.
No.
Do you know who Jessie Ware is?
Oh.
Jessie who?
Jessie Ware. His
Right.
wrote a song for her. It was his song, and he gave it to her. as well.
Okay.
And it's called "Say You Love Me."
Yeah.
And I listened to it, and I thought I really like this song. And then I looked at who wrote it. I was like, oh,
That's
why
why.
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just love his song.
Because I remember saying to your mum the last time I saw her that at Freddie's party when you both played, I asked her the same thing. Did you do any of your own numbers? And she said no, not yet. And I wondered whether I might write a song for you.
That would be quite nice. I think.
you think?
Yeah,
What do you think?
I think.
Have you heard any of our stuff, Maddie? Morgan's Path, by the way, everybody. Just thought I'd plug that there.
Come and see F&M Music, not Morrigan's Path.
One day we might be playing on the same lineup one night, Fred.
Yeah,
Now,
you'll
come
be
on.
supporting us. Yeah.
Oh well, that won't be such a bad thing. What do you think? Yeah, up for that?
I do have Morrigan's Path's latest album, and it's actually, I enjoy it. So I will play you some of that stuff. There's a few
see
songs.
what you think. See what
few
you think.
songs on there, I thought.
Yeah, see what you think.
We'll steal them.
So you two, gigs coming up.
We've
got a few coming up next year, haven't we?
Yeah, next year, really. I mean, we don't have any as yet in December. I don't think we're going to get any. I mean, it's near Christmas now, isn't it?
And
people
can I
are
just,
winding down.
Of course it's near Christmas. Can't you tell?
Yeah, I know, Mr. Santa up there. Look.
A token Christmas decoration for
There's
the
the only
treehouse.
one in the
All
treehouse.
on
No,
with
there's
it.
a bauble.
By the way.
Oh.
Okay. So, do you actually go after gigs or do they come after you?
A bit of both.
A bit of both, yeah.
Yeah? Good. Right, pull. Okay.
Oh, there's a car
And,
that flew out.
right.
On a fish.
Okay, got them.
Look at that.
Now we have to put our hats on because it is
Okay,
Christmas,
all right.
everybody. So where is the
God.
next gig, Fred?
Bedfield Crown,
Bedfield Crown.
23rd of February,
Yeah.
starting at 8:30
Yeah.
till about 11:30.
Bedfield Crown. Is that Ipswich?
No, it's Woodbridge way.
Woodbridge, near
Woodbridge.
Look at that, look, I am actually wearing a Christmas hat. It is a bit early, isn't it?
Oh, no, it
Christmas.
isn't.
It is.
Look, I'm wearing mine.
Best time of the year.
All right, and they're all different colours.
They are.
You couldn't have made that up. You
No.
couldn't have made that up, could you really? No?
No.
Nice bit of variety. And a sweet for the end as well. So, where can people contact you? To?
They can, they can contact us on... It always has to be one, doesn't it? They can contact us on Facebook.
So you've got a page?
Yeah, Facebook
Right.
page.
Okay.
F&M Music.
F&M Music, Facebook, yeah.
Yeah. We can put a link in the description, I think. Cameraman.
Sorry, I'm forgetting the cameraman.
Cameraman has to have a sweet.
Yeah. That's a fate worse than death.
Thank you. Slightly out of focus.
I should be hung, drawn and quartered outside the treehouse for forgetting Mark.
And he has
Anyway.
2, look.
Oh, he's got 3.
Has
Yeah, so, sorry, carry on, Fred. Yes.
Yeah, so they can, but they can also find us on Instagram.
Oh.
That's Fred
Yeah.
Fred Mad Music.
Fred Mad Music, yeah.
Fred Mad Music.
Yeah.
Not Mad Fred.
No. Make sure you get it the right way. Yeah. And they can also, we have a website.
Got a website.
Built by Alfie Bowen, a friend of mine, who's a good photographer.
Excellent.
Who does, if you look on the Facebook page, he does most of our photography.
Excellent. Alfred Bowen.
Alfie Bowen.
Alfie Bowen.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can, but that can all be found online.
Yeah. We can also put a link for him in the description.
I'll put the links in the show notes underneath.
Oh, you could.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
So people know where to contact you. And so can we just round it up? Where do you see yourselves going? What are you aiming for, you two? What's your vision of the future?
We haven't really discussed.
I think we're
Well,
going
now
to.
is the time,
I
Maddie.
think we're going to have differing visions.
No time like the present.
I think our visions. I don't know.
I don't
Do
know.
you
but
share
yeah.
the
I
same
want to go off to uni next year.
Oh, she's going to uni.
Yeah.
So.
What about you?
Oh dear.
Whereabouts?
I either want to do singing or acting.
London.
Yeah, London.
Okay.
See, yeah,
That's not too far.
No, I don't like London. I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't advise it.
But she's not going to be there all the time. She's going to come back.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
Not that far away.
To me in Suffolk.
Okay,
yeah.
so there might be a little bit of a wedge next
Yeah,
year.
because
a little bit of distance.
I'm going to go to Colchester, I think.
Right,
I'm
okay.
planning to go to Colchester
Yeah.
and do study popular music at the Institute. So, yeah, that's what I want to do. Or I might go to Bury, so West Suffolk, and do a technology course. So
Okay.
more of the mixing and studio stuff.
Excellent, that'd be a good experience,
Because
wouldn't it?
I quite enjoy doing that.
So do you see, the big question then is, all right, as you seem to be going different separate paths next year at some point,
Yeah.
do you see yourselves staying together? Is there
I
going to be...
still want to keep it going.
Yeah.
I think it could go.
Right, you, Maddie.
It's going somewhere.
Yeah, obviously, but I think it depends. Definitely, we want to carry on.
Carry on.
But I think it obviously will depend on what we both do.
Yeah.
And everything like that.
I'll still book the gigs.
Yeah. Well, that's great. If you've got somebody that wants to book the gigs, then you just say yay or nay, Maddie.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
when he rings you up, you just say, yeah, I'll just have a look at my calendar. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I've got an audition next week at the West End with. Yeah, I can fit you in there, Fred. Thanks very much.
Yeah, don't get above yourself. Always remember where you come from.
Under Fred's foot.
Make sure I have half the money.
Now, yeah, you need to talk about these things.
Yeah.
You need to have the
Yeah, we
same.
do.
Yeah, you need
Yeah,
to liaise, communicate,
Yeah.
keep that connection. But I think everybody can see from today that you two have got a really good musical connection, apart from family and
Yeah.
you know, getting on anyway. And it's been a real treat. So thank you for coming
That's
into the
all right.
Treehouse.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All the way from Suffolk, and hopefully that we can get over to see you at your next gig.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yes, that'd be good.
The sun's out, so keep
we've had a great time,
The
haven't we?
sun's shining.
Yes.
So I hope you both have a happy Christmas.
Yes, you too.
And you.
And when's that gig at the Bedfield?
23rd of February.
23rd of Feb. 23rd of Feb, everybody. Bedfield Arms,
Put it in your calendar.
Bedfield Crown.
Bedfield Crown,
Yeah.
Woodbridge.
Well, sort of
Near
Woodbridge
Woodbridge.
Way, yeah.
Outskirts.
It comes up on Facebook as Woodbridge,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
they've got a Woodbridge postcode, I think. I don't
Okay.
know. But yeah, they're on Facebook, so you should be able to find them.
Mm-hmm.
But that'll be on your page though, because that's where people.
Yeah,
will be
that's
coming
where
to
the
your
event.
page.
The event has gone up today.
Okay.
So from
Okay, good.
you can, go and like us.
Right, and we'll look forward to hearing more from you, hopefully,
Yeah.
in the coming year,
There is
2019.
There is also, I forgot to mention, there's a bit of us playing at Bedfield, not the last one we did, but the one before. We were supporting the Cheese Room Collective. There's a YouTube video of our set
Okay.
that people can go and watch. That's if you the Bedfield Crown
Yeah, it's
Okay.
linked on there as
on
well.
YouTube.
Lovely.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank
And
Thank you.
you too for coming, and I hope everyone's enjoyed. What a treat we've had in the Treehouse today. And power to F&M. See you later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.